Hey guys, Andy here. So it's almost the end of the year, and hold on a second. Uh, give me a second here. Up there we go. Damn it! Ah, all right. Give me a second here. All right, you gonna see me? Right. So the year's almost out. Seriously? Hold on a second. There we go. Right. That's the way to do that. So, as I was saying, the year's almost out. And got a few things to do on Monday. Gotta call the funeral home. Gotta give them the information that they need. And I called my cousin Cliff. Since he was in Chattanooga, that's why he didn't call or was supposed to call him. Whatever, that doesn't matter. What matters is I'll be giving him a call Monday. So I can get the ball rolling on my grandma's estate. And Dad, he wanted to discuss things with me, like plans. Well, not exactly. To come down here mid-January, that's not gonna happen. I'll tell him straight up. And I gave Cindy a call, like earlier, when I was waiting for Rob to drive me home. I told her what's been going on, and told her I'm moving along just fine. And she said I should be proud of myself for what I'm doing. I am proud of myself for doing this. And I don't know what Dad's got planned, but it's not good at all. That's why the other day, I think it was like before Christmas Eve, one of the representatives from the Georgia Department of Human Services, one of their divisions is Adult Protective Services. So I can call them anytime I need to, because I read online about like mental abuse, emotional abuse, that sort of thing. That's what Dad does to me. He says I'm your dad or whatever he wants to say. That's just an excuse to tell him what to do, to make me bend to his will. And I've been doing my homework on this. As in, what if a person sells a house that's not in their name? That's a fraud charge. Dad doesn't know what he's getting into. I fear that my dad's going to do something stupid. I fear him, and I have to be fearful of him because of what he'll do. If he had his way, I'd be in Connecticut with him temporarily before him and my stepmom moved down to Pennsylvania. If that his way, he would come down here. Thank God he didn't. Take me back with him. Come back down here. And he said it'll take a month before everything gets packed away. And he'll make me move in with him. And he said that Carolyn's going to take care of the finances. I don't know why Dad ropes Carolyn into this. Mind you, she's a financial expert. And Dad thinks I'm not capable of doing this by myself. I'm capable of doing this. I've been I've been handling things. It's one step at a time. And if Dad sells his house, he's gonna collect a fraud charge and a lengthy court battle too. And Dad doesn't know what he's getting into, legally or otherwise. Because legally, he can't do anything. Legally speaking. I'm not permitting him to do anything, but the law doesn't apply to him. I'm an adult just like he is. I'm handling things. And Dad doesn't know that. He says he's going to talk to me in a few days. I'll cut straight to the point. I say, Dad, whatever it is you're doing, I need you to hold off on this until things get straightened out anyway. Until things get straightened out, Dad can't come near me. Otherwise, I'll call the police on him. Because I said I fear him. Dad doesn't know what he's getting into. Well, my maternal grandmother planned for me and only me. She planned her estate months in advance. All I gotta do is contact my cousin Cliff. His wife Trish is a probate lawyer. Also, there's a friend of mine named Stuart. His mom is a probate lawyer. So I have options here. I have options. And plus, I give a call to the Georgia Department of Human Services anytime I need to if I have questions or concerns or whatever. I'm glad that the Georgia Department of Human Services came by the house to do a wellness check on me, because they want to know how I was doing, and they've asked me questions. That's a good thing because I'm handling this. You know, I'm handling this quite well. Now, regarding my grandma's funeral, for one, Jeanette's going to pay with the death certificates. Once I give them the information, I'll contact Jeanette, and they'll contact the funeral home. They'll fill out the information on the death certificate. They'll send a copy to me, and they'll send one to Jeanette. I don't know how that's gonna work though, but still. And Grandma has an insurance policy. I'll be giving them the information on that. I'll give them the phone number of the life insurance company, and I'll tell them that Grandma made a copy of. It was a change of beneficiary request form, and I'll give them the name of the life insurance company, so they can call them and ask, say, hey, well, whatever. That won't be my business anyway. Once I get done with that, I'll move on to my grandma's estate. Her estate included the house, her bank account, and her life insurance policy. And once I have the insurance policy, well, once they have the information about that, it might be like half or like a quarter of her life insurance money it'll go towards the funeral expenses. So that's I got a great start on it. I'm doing this with or without my father involved, because legally he can't be involved. The laws don't apply to him, I guess. I love my dad. I know he loves me. But he said to me once that I don't care what people think about me. I'm still your dad. If he doesn't care about if he doesn't care what people think about him, that's just cruel, right? That's just cruel right there. And I'm not my father. I'm not arrogant, stubborn, greedy. It's simple. My dad's motivated my dad's motivated by greed. I know I might get personal here, but it's got to come out. This is going to be a baptism by fire. I'm hitting with the cold truth here. My dad is an ex-son-in-law, because when he was married to mom, way back when I was I think this was before I was born. He married into my mom's family. My mom, my maternal grandparents, and my uncle. And I knew my maternal family the most because they were I was around them. My mom, my maternal grandparents, my uncle cared about me. Even my Aunt Jeanette and her family, for that matter. So when Dad and Mom got divorced, legally speaking, religiously, he was still married to Mom religiously. According to canon law in the Catholic Church, you need to have an annulment, which means a marriage has got to be null and void. And Dad didn't do that. He didn't. He got remarried in a Methodist church. It was to avoid a scrutiny from the Catholic Church. He got married to my stepmom, all because money. That was the problem. Yeah, my dad, he's obsessed with money. And when he said that he canceled the tickets to come down here, money's tight. That's not my problem, for one thing, though. That's Dad's problem. I love my dad, though, but for me, whatever he said to me the Friday after my grandma passed, what he said kind of hurt. Well, it kind of broke me a little bit. You know that? I've almost cussed him out, but thank God I had restraint. Thank God for that. My dad, he's got no restraint whatsoever. Surprised he hasn't got in trouble with the law yet. But it's a good thing I have the Georgia Department of Human Services. I have the representative's number, so call and say, "Hey, my dad is this and this. I'll give you his phone number." I say, "Sure." They'll be protecting me from Dad. You know, I'm glad that the Georgia Department of Human Services, you guys are awesome for protecting me here. It's like an added layer of protection. You know that? But and according to my Uncle Paul, said, "You know what your dad is like." Yeah, I know what he's like now. Everybody's afraid of him, including me. I'm afraid of him. I have a right to be afraid of him because my grandma said when she was alive that this is none of your dad's business. And she was right. She protected me from Dad. Mom protected me from him. Grandpa protected me from him. Even Craig protected me from him as well, too. Grandma cared about me and my feelings. My dad never did. Sure, he did it, but he's got a quirkiness to him, you know that? Even though I'm an adult, he still talks down to me. He still thinks I'm not capable of doing anything on my own. Look at me. I do laundry on my own. I buy food on my own. I cook food on my own. And at some point down the road, I'll start to clean the house. Once I get the house, which I'll do because, you know, here I'll inherit it. I'll start cleaning. I'll start in the process of renting it out. Yeah, a friend of mine and his niece are looking for a place to stay. So I told the representative of the Georgia Department of Human Services, and I said, once I get the house, I'll rent it out. And she said, and this was great advice, because she said that you gotta have leasing agreements, which means once I get the house settled, I'll be speaking to like a an attorney, or probably a judge. I'll say, hey, a friend of mine needs to come to the house to pay rent, and she'll say X, Y, and Z, that sort of thing. Because I'm preparing for the future here. I'm not going to be dependent on my father, for that matter. For one, I'm not legally obligated to move in with him. Two, he can't legally do anything anyway to me, because I'm protected by the Georgia Department of Human Services. Yeah, I'm protected here, so Dad can't do anything about this. He can't. And hopefully, I can end this year on a high note, so Dad won't ruin it. Whatever Dad's planning, it can't be good. You know that? Sorry about my long ramblings about this, but it's got to come out. You know that? I'm speaking from the heart here, and Dad's mind, me speaking from the heart, it just hurts him. I mean, come on, Dad, grow up, will you? God. You see why I fear him? You see why I'm afraid of him? That. He can come down here. That's for sure. He's not doing any of this, to me anyway. I do well on my own with the appropriate help. And I'm protected by family members who I trust the most. I trust Dad. I respect him though. But the thing is, that trust and respect, it can go so far. You know that? Got to do on Monday, but I'm up to the task. And one of my family members on my mom's side said that it's hard for a man my age to do this. But I said, well, with the appropriate help, I can do anything. I'm doing quite well too. I got Grandma's funeral almost wrapped up, and then I'll iron her estate out, because I'm the sole beneficiary according to every legal document that's been sent and signed to the probate court. It's all there. All I gotta do is have Trish call the probate court on my behalf. I can give her the estate case number and the probate clerk's name. It's a good thing Grandma planned this out. Good thing she kept records of this, like copies, write things down, that sort of thing. And when she was alive, she worked at Wellstar Kennelstone and Patient Financial Services and Copy MC. Yeah, she had all that knowledge. That's what she taught me, and it's been great. It's been having that knowledge of that caliber. You know that. What time is it? It's only 8:32. I got my laundry. I'm washing my work clothes and my socks. I got my stuff in the dryer. I was gonna put my socks in the dryer too once it's done. Anyway, guys, sorry for the on the long vlog. Just wanted to talk it out with you guys. And I know you guys believe in me. I believe in myself too, knowing that without doubt that things will be sorted. By the way, one more thing. Cindy gave me a call. Well, yeah, I told Cindy what's been going on. That sort of thing. She didn't call me yesterday because she was in pain. Yeah, her back, it was giving her problems. She was going to make it up to me. But I said, Cindy, until things get straightened out, we'll plan on that. So anyway, that wraps it up, and this vlog is almost like 20 minutes long. So anyway, guys, New Year's Eve is coming up, and I might do a few videos on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day too. So yeah, I might do a few videos on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, but you never know. Alright guys, I'm gonna go. Bye people. Hope you had a great Christmas. See ya.